Close your eyes and picture a world untouched by cities, roads, or machines, a vast wilderness where the sun rises over endless forests and rivers flow freely. This was Earth millions of years ago, a silent stage awaiting the arrival of its most extraordinary inhabitants, humans. At first, our ancestors were no more than fragile creatures struggling to survive among fierce animals and harsh weather. They had no homes, no language, no tools, just their instincts and raw determination. Yet, through countless generations, they learned to create fire, sharpen stones into weapons, and communicate through gestures and sounds. These small but monumental discoveries marked the dawn of human intelligence and ingenuity. Eventually, these early humans stopped wandering endlessly. They settled near rivers and fertile plains, planting seeds and domesticating animals, slowly building the first villages. This transformation from nomads to settlers was the spark that ignited the rise of civilization, a revolution that changed the fate of the entire planet forever. As time passed, these early villages grew into complex societies that flourished along the great rivers of the world, the Nile, the Tigris and Euphrates, the Indus, and the Yellow River. In these fertile valleys, the first great civilizations took shape, wielding power, knowledge, and innovation like never before. The Egyptians constructed majestic pyramids that reached the skies, serving as tombs for their pharaohs and symbols of divine power. The Mesopotamians developed cuneiform, one of the earliest writing systems, allowing them to record laws, stories, and trade. In the Indus Valley, advanced urban planning and sanitation revealed a surprising level of sophistication. Across the seas in China, dynasties rose and fell, leaving behind inventions like paper and the compass. These civilizations were not isolated. They traded goods, shared ideas, and sometimes clashed in wars for dominance. Their contributions, from mathematics and astronomy to law and art, laid the essential foundations of human culture that still influence us today. The Classical Age was a dazzling chapter in human history, marked by the emergence of powerful empires like Greece and Rome that shaped the modern world's political, philosophical, and artistic ideas. Ancient Greece gave birth to democracy, where citizens had a voice in government, and philosophers like Socrates, Plato, and Aristotle challenged the very nature of knowledge and existence. Meanwhile, Rome built an empire that stretched across continents, creating roads, aqueducts, and laws that formed the blueprint for modern civilization. At the same time, religions such as Buddhism, Christianity, and Islam spread rapidly, uniting vast populations under shared beliefs and values. The Islamic Golden Age became a beacon of knowledge, where scholars preserved ancient Greek and Roman texts, advanced medicine, mathematics, and astronomy, and fostered cultural exchange along the Silk Road. This era demonstrated humanity's ability to learn, adapt, and grow richer through the fusion of ideas from diverse cultures. After the fall of the Roman Empire, the world entered a turbulent era known as the Middle Ages. Feudal kingdoms, castles, and knights defined Europe, while magnificent empires like the Byzantine and the Islamic caliphates preserved and expanded knowledge. Monasteries and scholars carefully copied ancient manuscripts, ensuring that wisdom survived the centuries. Then came the Renaissance, a rebirth of learning, art, and curiosity, lighting a fire under human imagination. Artists like Leonardo da Vinci and Michelangelo created masterpieces, while scientists began questioning old beliefs. The age of exploration followed, with brave sailors like Columbus and Magellan venturing into uncharted waters, discovering new continents, and opening up global trade routes. This era connected distant worlds but also brought destruction through colonization and slavery. The stage was set for an interconnected world, full of promise and peril, where cultures clashed and blended in unprecedented ways. The 18th and 19th centuries unleashed the power of the Industrial Revolution, transforming societies from rural and agrarian to urban and industrial. Steam engines, factories, and railroads changed how people lived and worked, bringing both wealth and hardship. The 20th century witnessed unprecedented technological advances, airplanes, computers, and space travel, but also horrific conflicts in two world wars that reshaped borders and ideologies. Amid this chaos, movements for human rights, democracy, and equality gained strength, inspiring millions to fight for justice. Today, we live in a world more connected than ever, where information travels instantly, and cultures mix freely. Yet, we face enormous challenges. Climate change threatens our planet, inequality divides societies, and conflicts persist. Our history teaches us that progress is never guaranteed but must be earned through courage, wisdom, and compassion. The future is unwritten, and the story of the world continues, with each of us playing a vital role.